Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Star Citizen Alpha 2.0.0. My name is Juggernaut, and I'm going to be sharing my first experiences and impressions of this new open world area that we've been given. That what you just heard and what you're hearing is a spaceship. Yes, we're going to fly one. No, we're not going to do it in Arena Commander. I'll explain as we go along the way. Sadly, these things still don't work, which is the biggest disappointment of the update thus far. Here's someone, let's go follow him. Don't question it. The Crusader, or the map, or also known as the Olisar, Port Olisar map, has relatively recently been released, and now you and I are going to experience it together and see what the hell it is all about. First of all, this area is full of quarters that are all... Hello! Hello! You're ignoring me, that's fair enough. This area is basically quarters and something that looks like a mess or whatever. That's the toilet. There's a dude in there, so I can't enter. That is genius. Okay. Let's get out of here and head to the main part of the map, because this is just your sort of starting area. Head down to deck 3. So the update basically gave us this and a hint, which I'm going to choose to take as follows later. I will explain. For now, let's just take a look at the map. From a point of graphical fidelity, I have nothing to say about this map because it's the same graphical fidelity as we've come to expect from Star Citizen, nothing really there. How does the actual map look? Gorgeous, but we'll get to that later because this does not look so gorgeous. Let's take a look at that. If you could please stay still, I want to take a look at your character model. Never mind. This reminds me a lot of the XCOM globe from XCOM, but right now we're going to do something that's... God, the frame rate. Yeah, it is my critique of the map and the instance, if we can call it that. The frame rate is abysmal when recording it. I'm going to request my shitty Aurora to be delivered to my pad. Wrong button. And it's waiting for me at the landing pad, 106 meters in that direction. Yes, you can't go in it and fly. We will. Just let's explore this thing a little bit. I was hoping that we would get a sort of FPS module, if you will. Not the entire FPS, Space Commando, sorry, thing, and you know, get to play PvP and shoot people. Game's far too jerky for that. Game's far too unfinished for that. But at least like a firing range where we can do that sort of thing. We didn't get it, which is fine. At least I haven't found it yet. If it is somewhere on the map, then I look like I have egg on my face right now. But I haven't found it yet. Let's go and I'm gonna show you the outside area, which is the main point of this map existing. Take it in for a second. It took me about a minute. I'm just going to shut up and let you look at this. If you just said, what's the big deal? That's just a big spinning circle and the planet in the background. Leave Star Citizen, never to return. Fortunately, we have this monstrosity in front of us. This is not mine, obviously. This cost a bloody fortune to have at this stage of the game. Someone paid a pretty penny, as they like to say, for this. And there is... I can get in his spaceship. This is the best day of my life. I am going to sneak aboard someone else's spaceship. How often do you get to say that, ladies and gentlemen? I just snuck aboard a multi-crewed cruiser. It looks like a cruiser, so I'm going to assume it's a cruiser. It doesn't look like a destroyer. I don't know what the ship is. Kind of embarrassing, I know. We've just taken off. I'm in a multi-crewed vessel, and the vessel just took off, I believe. It's... Look at this. Look at this! This is not even my ship, and I'm getting to... I get to showcase it. To open these things. This is a ship review, though. This is not a ship review, though. Let's head to the pilot's seat and see if we can surprise the... Holy hell, I'm not even piloting this. I just hijacked someone's ship. Dear oh dear, is he gonna be surprised.
Stand by, forward shields. System critical.
Yeah. Ooh, damaged. Right. Please don't get us killed. I would very much appreciate you not getting us killed.
System critical.
Oh, did I screw up? Yes, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. Crew on board 1. That can't be true. Someone's flying the bloody thing, surely. Ah, so I'm managing the shields, right. Full power to forward shields! I always wanted to say that. Holy hell, this is the most epic experience I've ever had in this game. And it's basically hijacking someone else's ship. Thing is, as we look... So I was going to say, as we look at the spaceship, let me talk about what I actually think of... sorry, not the spaceship. As we look at the space station, let me actually talk about what I think about the spaceship itself. Again, spaceship. Space station itself, I'm very sorry. I was gonna say that there are tiny models on it like this, which look absolutely bloody gorgeous. Look at them, it's an MMO, and look at what it has. But it does feel a little bit empty. Like, there's a huge amount of quarters and then a tiny little mess hall, and it doesn't seem like you'd be doing a lot of stuff here. Though I understand it is pre-alpha, it is just, I mean, I understand all of that. All of the disclaimers go, like, in the description right now. This is nowhere near representative of the final product, and etc, etc. You shouldn't expect miracles, it's in pre-alpha. But even for a pre-alpha, the bloody thing is gorgeous. I'm going to go outside now. I'm going to stand outside for the duration of the video, because that is the most breathtaking view I have ever seen in an MMO. Maybe the most breathtaking view I've ever seen in a video game. Let's watch at it. Let's watch it from here. Look, a spaceship taking off. Look at that. That is so breathtaking. I want to get to the side where the planet can actually be seen. By the way, the game crashed, as I said. As I you know, I confused it. There were 2 people on board. One was supposed to be on board. I confused it. The game crashed on my end. I'm not sure whether it crashed on his end as well. I'm not sure what crashed. Maybe the server crashed. I don't know. Maybe I broke something. Try for like the 60th time to get in. You can read the text here about the actual station, Port Olisar and the Station 2 Crusader. If you pause the video, you could, that is. Here's the thing. I wanted to make this video for another reason other than just sharing a video
where I go, wow, look at that, that's amazing.
But yeah, back to my original point. I think we're gonna get the FPS module very soon, based on what they wrote in the patch notes and the fact that it's New Year's Eve soon. I'm hoping, against all hope, that we get it by New Year's Eve. And like, Santa's come to Star Citizen, Space Santa, make that a thing. And I'm hoping that we get that. If not, then soon after. But oh, we're actually in, great. But yeah, I am just absolutely ecstatic for this game. Let's go and look at that. Just that view alone is worth the $40 or $50 I spent on this bloody game. That view alone is not something I'm going to soon forget. If I can find it again. Yeah, the actual space station, there isn't a lot in it. There's that glowing orb thing, there's the spaceships outside, but the point being we now have a demonstration of what it's going to be like to go from your character, like from this mode onto a spaceship, and it is just more of a technical demo of sorts than an actual map that we get to, you know, explore and look at and all that good stuff. So here's hoping we don't crash again. I'm actually not going to even move. We're just going to sit here and look at this gorgeousness. I actually want to go to the side where the planet is. Am I overdoing it? The frame rate's getting worse and worse, and it's actually not my fault for once. The game's absolutely dying under the pressure of absolutely everyone trying to get in on this space station thing, and it's actually holding up fairly well considering. Like, it crashed a couple of times because I'm frapsing it, which is gonna cause an infinitely larger number of crashes than it would otherwise. That said, as far as my first impressions go of the space station and of this patch, I have nothing but words of praise for the developers for making an absolutely gorgeous world for us to explore. But the trailer I saw in the meantime has me even more enthusiastic about what's going to happen. What I did off camera was I jumped off of there and managed to get on the ring and back here, so you can do that. I'm not sure I can replicate the results, but I really don't want to crash the game because that crashed it last time. I don't really want to tamper with it. But yeah, you'll be able to go from here to the planet. Is that not amazing? Just, God, that is amazing. As far as graphical fidelity, I said I don't want to really mention it, but I think the game looks gorgeous for it being an MMO and being set in such a huge universe. I can't get over the giant wheel thing moving. I really can't get over the thing. I have no idea what it is, but like from a science, I'm pretty sure those are fuel canisters. I have no idea why this thing is rotating and what it's representing. Maybe it's just there to look cool. Yes, the letters are moving on their own a little bit. Don't worry, pre-alpha. They'll sort it out. Screw it. Yeah, this is the sort of footage you came here for, isn't it? This is the sort of footage you came here for, even if I have to crash the game and burn my hard drive. I will provide. Okay, now, there, okay, and boom. I'm going to break every bone in my body going around this space station. I'm aware of that, but it's totally worth it. Anyways. Yeah, you see the UI down there for, like, bullets, single fire, and health. Hoping that's not just there for show and that we actually very soon get the FPS module, but it can't be clunky as this. Like, it needs to be precise. It needs to be silky smooth. The transitions, the animations, the shooting, the movement, it can't be, like, as clunky as this. Obviously, I'm in space. I'm not expecting it to be perfectly smooth, but when you're indoors, like, where there's artificial gravity, it needs to be at a certain standard. Please get back down on the dock. Okay. Actually fairly easy to maneuver around. It used to be a nightmare. It used to be damn near impossible. Now it's actually okay. It's not that difficult at all. I just took damage to my feet. I'm hoping we get to see that more in a shootery environment. But yeah, I feel like I could just do this and talk and have everyone be satisfied, myself included, because this thing is just bloody gorgeous. What does one say when doing a video about it? If you haven't seen anything about Star Citizen thus far, let me emphasize that this is not why we're excited about the game. We're not excited because it has gorgeous gorgeous views and all that. No. Sorry. We're excited about what it's gonna be. As you see a spaceship right there in the distance, from some dude flying it, you're gonna be able to do whatever you bloody want in this game eventually, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. It is. I mentioned this on Twitter. It is very, very rare that a game has me this excited. I wonder who that is up there, by the way. You know, we could actually go inside, grab a ship, and fly up to him. That'll be fun. You know what won't be fun? Editing this video together, because I have hours of footage that I need to condense into 20 or 30 minutes. Just I can't help myself but think, imagine this with VR. I know VR is not good right now. VR is in the earliest stages of development, much like Star Citizen, but imagine being a gamer 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. A bunch of 40-year-olds playing Star Citizen. Yeah, shut up, okay? Be optimistic. Playing this in VR and being like, yeah, it's... I'm just... Well, we're probably not going to be playing Star Citizen in 20 years, though you never know. There's people who still play Brood War and stuff from... No, there's people who still play Quake, so... You never know. But my god, I am just freaking out. Absolutely freaking out. The lighting is gorgeous on that trailer as well as here. If I remember, I'm going to put the trailer in the video description down below. This is basically it. You came here. Feel free to dislike this video and call me a stupid moron, but what I've basically done is made a video where I just go, that's amazing, I love that, that's gorgeous, for about 30 minutes and fill your head in with pro-Star Citizen propaganda. I'm only half joking. It's weird because I love it, it's great, but it's a teaser for what we're gonna have, and I just rather not be teased and just be roughly reminded the Star Citizen's Combat Marines update just got released and you need to go and download it. I'd rather have that than these teasers all the time. Because I can't wait, man. It's ugh. I understand why people are starting to hate on Star Citizen even though they pay like thousands of dollars literally. Because it's difficult to look at this and be like, I can't do anything, I can just walk around. Well, now you can enter a spaceship and fly around, but yeah, you know what I mean, like, there's so many features missing. Like, no, the game's missing, this isn't a game, this is just a technical demo. But yeah, I understand why it's annoying. I just... Is this weird? But I find myself, I imagine myself coming to a place like this, and getting on top of a really romantic spot, like up there on that spinning wheel or whatever, with alone or with someone, and just watching spaceships fly off into the distance and dock. And that's my idea of a relaxing, what is it now, Thursday, actually Wednesday afternoon. Is that weird? I'm probably going to be the only guy in Star Citizen that does that. But I genuinely think that that is something I might do. Just stand here and watch when there's a lot more people, obviously. This is just a limited instance with a limited amount of people on it. But yeah, just look at everyone going around about their business, and yeah. Actually, people do that in MMOs when they reach the highest level. They just sort of sit around and walk around the place looking all badass at level, max level, and being like, yo, what up? But yeah. It gives me a bit of an Alien vibe, doesn't it? It really does. It gives a bit of a Alien vs Predator vibe, this space station, which is cool, I suppose. This is the type of thing where I could just sit and look at it all day and still feel like I haven't seen anything yet. I wish they gave us a pistol, by the way. I wish they gave us a pistol somewhere so we can fire it, but apparently not. So, in terms of what my impressions are, that usually you do first impressions on a video game and you're like, I like this, I dislike this, here's my verdict on it. You can't really do that because this is more of a technical demo, so what do I think of it in terms of its technical demo-iness, if that's even a word? Here's what I think of it. Great, I want to see more, I'm anxious, yes, all that stands, but in terms of its actual, what it demonstrated is, it's great that it's great that we can seemingly integrate from this mode to a flight mode. However, that said, it needs to be less clunky when moving, and I'm not talking about movement in space. I'm talking about movement on inside, like when we enter here. When we go into the animation for actually going into the ship, those need to be fixed. Even though this is in super early alpha, like, that is something that I know will be done. Like, I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying that that needs to be done before we get the FPS module, before we get any further actual content put into the game. Those things need to be fixed. The game needs to be smooth and it needs to run better. I'm getting less than 30 FPS constantly, and I'm not exactly straining my the capabilities of my rig, because I don't want to brag, but I've got a pretty beastly computer. That said, I am frapsing it, and the game reacts horribly to being frapsed. Oh god! Someone just flew by in a big cruiser. Fair enough, I suppose. Can we see it from a distance? Like from here? Probably not. But yeah. That's like the little bit of that's what I want to see and that's what I wish was different critique that I have about the 2.0.0 alpha, but everything else is just, man, you've seen it. You have seen it. There is, all commentary is not needed. So, one final thing more that I forgot to add. There's about 2 hours of footage that I needed to condense to around 40 minutes, and, around 20 to something 30 minutes, so I might have mentioned this. If I have, I'm sorry. If not, then I don't know what I mentioned, because this video is a pain in the behind to edit. What I was going to say is that as I was editing this, the trailer Pupils to Planets came out. It essentially showed us seamless transition from planets to space stations to your ship to basically, you know, the entire open world, and how you can seamlessly go from one place to the other without any problems. Point being, it looks incredibly impressive. If I remember, which is not likely, but seriously, if I remember, I'm going to put the trailer in the video description so you can take a look at it if you haven't already. Why is it every time I walk out I get something like this to greet me? Why? That thing is probably going to kill me if I go near it. That guy is... Is that your ship, mate? Satan has possessed your ship. I suggest you... call an exorcist. Oh, I have had so much fun with this. Just because of things like these, I've had so much fun. Anyways, basically you could go from over here to that planet over there seamlessly, and it is amazing. It is on the same level of awesomeness as the trailer for that other thing came out when the Mustangs, the various Mustangs were introduced, and the new big flying update, Arena Commander update came out. it is more or less on the same level of how epic it is. I don't know, perhaps even more. Depends on what you're most interested in the game, or rather, what caught your attention the most. But yeah, I think I fell through the world. Okay, I have. Wait, please, why you do this to me? Pre-alpha, folks, pre-alpha. I'm sorry. I've shown off way too many bugs for one video. I was gonna say, like, that is it has a bunch of technical details as well in regards to how exactly they intend on doing all of that. And look, we managed to unstuck ourselves on how exactly they intend to do that. Dynamic lighting, how it's going to be loaded on demand, how there's going to be no loading screens, how there's a bunch of stuff you can learn as well as see over there. It is just a very good time to be someone that is excited, someone that has an interest in Star Citizen, I suppose. So, that said, I believe that more or less concludes my first impressions of Alpha 2.0.0. It's still incredibly buggy. It's still, you know, not a game. It's just a technical demo, as I said, I think multiple times in the video. But I'm genuinely excited about this, and I hope you guys share my enthusiasm for the game. I don't think, have I ever been over here? Yes, I have. It's like there's two identical parts of the ship, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, it's the space station. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But my name has been Juggernaut, and thank you very much for clicking on this video and watching my first impressions of and thoughts on this new map and Alpha 2.0.0. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on this channel. I like to think it's a bit less random than this. Just a video where I just talk as I go through and experience a new feature in the Star Citizen. But God, I am never gonna get over how good this looks. But yeah, that said, until next time, take care, and I leave you with this beautiful view. Bye bye.